Warning, this video contains guitars, foul language and an idiot, but not necessarily in that order. Yo guys, so where are we off today, Barnett? Well, continued stupid idea. Actually, it's turned out a bit of fun. On our series of kind of beginner guitars, looking at budget no more than £120, and seeing what we can get, the best and the worst. And it started off with a really good start with the, I'm not sure if you've seen the previous one, my little Squire Strat, which is the little Jakey Lee white and black one with the twin humbuckers. What a little find that was! Fucking amazing! So that's gone in the post to its lucky new owner, Rich from BBT Guitars up in Birmingham, who's a luthier and guitar tech. What a top bloke. Great stuff, man. So Rich has got that, and he's got some plans for it. So, a scouring I went on Facebook Marketplace last night. And, Jesus Christ, a fucking million of budget strats. Now, I mean, the kind of premise all started off with my own little Squire Strat, then it went to another Squire Strat. I didn't want to be doing a fucking series of fucking Squire Strats, or even, just Strats. Just have a bit of a change. Just change it up, baby. So, I was looking for something a little bit different. There was a couple on offer, actually. So there was a Hamer. A fucking Hamer. Now, if you kind of grew up in the 80s, bands like so I was a big fucking Judas Priest fan in the 80s. Turbo Lover. And yeah, right. And the guys, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton, used to use. Okay, they started off using Gibsons and stuff like that. But they used Hamers as well for a long period of time. Bands like, I think, Night Ranger used to use Hamers. Steve Stevens from Billy Idol, of his own name, Steve Stevens, used to use Hamer. Some fucking really big names used to use Hamer. So there was a little double cutaway, not an SG shape, something a little bit different. It's almost like a large body on small horns. So that was going with Duncan Design pickups in it. Oh, fuck. But I'd already messaged a few different guitars in the meantime, But before the owner of that one come back to me, I'd already agreed to buy the guitar that you're going to be seeing in this video. So come on, agreement is an agreement. Yeah, don't fuck people around. I'd already agreed with it. I'd already agreed a time to come and pick it up, something like that. If I had just started off talking to him, fair enough. But I'd already agreed the time to come and pick the guitar up, so I didn't want to fuck him around. So, so that hopefully, you never know. After the video this one goes out now, that might be still there, and I'll be definitely after that little sweetie. What else was there? There was a few different guitars going. It was a Gear for Music guitar. There was a what was the ones that Tomans do? With the fucking Harley Benton. There was a Harley Benton there going. There was an Ibanez Geo going. There was a few different bits and pieces. But I come across this and went, oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that, because it's another guitar. So I have just paid now £100. Yeah, so I'm within my budget, and I'm kind of putting the extra £120 budget with the extra £20 on top to cover my fuel. So the guy I just bought this guitar off now, lovely bloke, beginner, didn't really get on with playing guitar, so yeah, time to go. He's been sat in the corner. And the guitar came with guitar stand and a couple of cables. So I thought, oh right, okay, yeah. And I was looking up on the net, and this guitar goes for something like about a fair few of them I've seen around about £200. Now it needs a little bit of TLC. It's been stuck in the corner, something like that, so it probably needs a bit of a truss rod adjustment. Some new strings on it, definitely. It's just been left there, yeah. And to be fair to the guy, he was like, I'll be glad to see it going to somewhere that's going to have some use and going to be played. Albeit with me anyway, for a very short period of time. So £100. So what I will be doing is I'll probably hoof on the guitar stand to cover my fuel bill for coming down here, and then I'll stick the cables with them, because I got a million fucking cables, too many fucking cables. So I'll include that with the guitar going onwards. So yeah, so what I thought I would try and do, where's it got? Oh, hang on a second, what was that red? That's red, they're turning left. Anyway, right. So it is an SX SG. Now, the original pictures didn't have the headstock in it, so I asked the guy to send me a picture of the headstock. And when it come, I was none the fucking wiser originally. I'm like, I've not ever seen one with that kind of headstock. So I thought, oh, okay, let's have a look into it. And it turned out to be, it was an SX, which I know very little about, to be honest. I know they're budget guitars, to be fair. That's about it. But I had a look online, and they're going for, strangely, they're going for round about 200 quid. So the SXSG. So I thought, oh, okay, let's it might not be too bad. Let's have a little dabbles of that. So that's what I've just purchased now, and I'm going to take a look. Okay, so let's have a little look. Yeah, it's quite dusty in it, guys. I'm quite liking the aged. I'm not sure if that's how they come. The aged look to the edge binding. It's quite nice. I tell you what, I was playing around with these. They are super smooth. In fairness, yeah. So they look like a good kind of quality tuner on there. Well, I say good quality. But yeah, now you can see it's very dusty. Needs a damn good clean. So I'm going to whip the old stringles off. And I'll tell you what, let me flip it over. Oh, let me flip her over and do it the other side, baby. So that's what's on the back. Essex branded tuners. Yeah. So there he is. There's the old scratch plate. Yeah, neck plate me. And yeah, in fairness, it does look. So whoever's at it last has actually screwed the strap lock in, the strap into it. But yeah. So okay, let's whip off the old stringles and take a look. Okay, so we're back with a little bit of elbow grease and good old help of a can of Coke. No, I haven't. Well, I kind of have given the guitar a drink. So, bit of elbow grease, and it's come up like this. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's really nice. Essex Guitars, formerly known apparently as Essex, as in the place in the UK, ESSEX Guitars, apparently. So I've been looking up now as well, and there's no real way of dating these guitars apparently. The serial number doesn't really mean anything, apart from the fact it's just got two-way truss rod on the back, the serial number, and made in China, on some kind of imprints, yeah, on the back. So yeah, it's come up lovely. To be fair, it's come up really nice. So it's sounding a little bit like this. Okay, in the middle. And on the neck. So the pickups are slightly dark, okay? However, if you're into your doom, now, I would say, if you think of an SG shape, who are the two main people that you would straight away think SG? Angus Young, yeah, Tony Iommi. Now, this reeks of Tony Iommi. It's got a darker edge to it. Still a lovely tone to it, to be fair. But it's got a little bit more of a darker tone to it. So from the tippy toe to the bottom, its bottom. Tuners are really smooth. Some of the smoothest tuners that I think I have ever come across. Absolutely barking mad. Yeah. The nut, quite well cut, in fairness. All I've done is I put a little bit of piece of pencil lead in it, and it's not sticking whatsoever. It's nice and free, great stuff. The frets feel really high, for me, but not a bad thing. That means they're going to last a fair while. I would say a deep or sort of more like a shallow C shape rather than a D shape like I don't know, like an Ibanez or something like that. So more of a C shape, but not a fat, thick neck on it. So it's bolt on. Yeah. Now, one of the things while I'm there this year, okay. So this apparently that's how they come from the factory. Right. I'm going to stand up to my belly, and it goes like, it goes like, it goes like, yeah. It's got really, really bad, really bad neck dive. Now, let's pop over onto what I found of a distributor selling it online. Okay. So this is coming from Crescendo Music. £189. Now, I started doing a little bit of research on this a couple of days back. It was more then, so they've dropped that price down. So it's even better. Yeah. This year, from Crescendo Music, this is the black version. It comes with a gig bag, some plectrums, and some cables. In fairness, really, really good. I bought this for £100. They come with an A-style stand, guitar stand. Sorry, I got the hiccups. A-style guitar stand, and a couple of quite tidy quality cables as well. So £100. It's absolutely amazing. I tell you what, if I had been a kid around, and I was a kid at one point. If I'd have been a kid around about the age of 17, 18, and my old man gave me this, I would have been fucking over the moon. It's a cracking guitar. This would be an amazing first guitar. To be fair, change the pickups out. What I would do essentially, I would rehouse this strap lock to somewhere else, maybe on the side here, whatever, so I didn't have the neck dive as much. I'll explain the reason why in a minute. And I would change the pickups out. There's not much else I'd really do to this, to be honest. Maybe polish the frets up a bit, but the rest of it is good to go. It's really, really good. Okay, so on let's go through the specs on it. Yeah. So fingerboard binding, ABS inlaid, vintage yellow. Well, I wasn't sure if the edge binding here was aged because of, I don't know, just surroundings. Yeah, you know, if you buy a guitar from somebody who smokes, yeah, then it tend to be a little bit aged and a bit yellow like that. But this is how it is, so it actually comes like that. I actually quite like that, to be fair. Yeah, it's nice. One thing I would say is the neck. I don't know, it might be just light, but the neck looks a slightly different shade to the body. Okay, maybe that's something. I don't know. It might be just be that it's on the light. Maybe, I don't know. Scale 625 millimeters. It's not normally measured in that. I wouldn't thought so. Right, here's your neck dive issue. So you've got a solid basswood body, basswood, basswood, whichever fucking which way you say it, and a Canadian maple neck. Maple being quite heavier, basswood being, or basswood being quite light. So you got your heavy side. It does feel, I don't know why, compared to other SGs that I've played, it feels more as if the center of the playing feels really left hand sided. It's really weird. You'd get used to it after a while, but it just feels like when I'm playing my chord down here, I'm even further away than I would normally be. Yeah, I know it's because it's SG, it's just the way they're mounted, but it just feels even more compared to my Gibson, yeah, and other actual Gibson SGs that I've tried. So we got, two-way truss rods, engineered rosewood or rosewood fret fingerboard. I'm not sure what engineered is, but it feels like rosewood. It does feel like rosewood, so it should be. Nickel frets, 22 frets, See now, yeah. So yeah, I was saying about the tuners, from really, really good quality tuners on this, to be fair. Hasn't gone out of tune at all. In fairness, it's been really rock solid. So that's, I mean, if you're buying a guitar for a new starter, the last fucking thing they want, trying to learn guitar and the thing just sounds out of tune all the time. Now, to set this up and restring it, I have to take off all the bridge, the whole bridge and stuff like that. I give it a good soaking overnight, and it's come out lovely and sharp, shiny and sparkly. Yeah. Back on again. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to intonate and stuff like that, especially because I've adjusted the truss rod a little bit, and I thought, okay, it's probably not in tune. It needs a bit of. It hasn't been played properly for a long time. Blah blah blah. Bang on. Absolutely spot on intonation. Fantastic. Okay, so nut is synthetic bone. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like plastic, but it doesn't feel like bone. Yeah, it's probably synthetic of some form. Nut width 43 millimeters. Bridge chrome. 2 humbuckers. Controls. So three-way switch. And then the controls aren't scratchy at all. Yeah, so that's on now. Yeah, no scratchy parts. Nice and silent. Pickguard, 5-ply pickguard. Yeah. Now that's a black version. This is the sort of kind of maroon or the cherry burst or cherry sort of kind of colour. And overall, I would give this a good 8 out of 10. Out of the last guitar and this one, I would say that the Squire was a little bit more my style. It was a little bit more. It was, you can use it for a lot of different tones on that compared to this, because the pickups are slightly darker. Yeah. So I would put the Squire slightly above this, but not to take anything away from this. I haven't heard that much about SX guitars in the past, but I tell you what, there's nothing wrong with this. If you see a little SX guitar out there, give it a try, especially for this price, £100, absolutely amazing. So series number 2 in the series of kind of beginner guitars, or guitars you can pick up for something like about £100, £120. Yeah, this definitely gets thumbs up for me. Right, guys, what's coming up? I am going to upgrade my Explorer. So I was talking to the guy that had the Squire, and he really recommended this. So this is some iron gear pickups, and I went for the hot slag. Come on, guys, who didn't like a nice hot slag? Or a cold slag, to be fair. But anyway, so this is going to go into the Explorer, because I'm finding the Explorer bridge pickup is a little bit, again, a little bit dark. So I've got to use a different patch on my quad to bring it up to the kind of sounds that I want. So I'm going to swap the bridge pickup out for this. So there's going to be a video about that to see what's happening with that. We've got more Quad Cortex patches coming. We've got the video on the MIDI controller for the Quad Cortex using Easy Performer. That's really simple, guys. But anyway, that's enough shit talking from me, because apparently I was told in one of my last videos, after 12 minutes of rambling bollocks, they kind of switched off. So I'm going to try and bring my video times down a little bit, but it's still going to be talking bollocks anyway, guys. Yeah. Right, that's all for me. I will be catching you very soon, guys. Ta-da! 1, 2, 1, 2. Yo guys, so okay, this is a couple of days later now from our little trip, and this is what we got. Okay, so this is what we got. It's an SX. An SX. Dun, 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 diddle, 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 diddle. No, it's not in excess. It's an SX SG. So I'm just trying to get some view a little bit. Yeah. So it's this definitely needs a little bit of TLC. This is a Chinese-made SX. Now I'm not sure if you can tell by the video. This needs a bit of TLC and a bit of a lot of cleaning up. Okay, but in fairness, it's been stuck in the corner of like some stairs or whatever, under some stairs for ages, and just left. So look, I mean, looking at the first thing, I would say straight away, it needs a bit of a truss rod adjustment. It definitely needs a new set of strings on it, because I think I need a fucking rabies shot after playing this. If I didn't get rust in my fingers or whatever I got from playing these strings, I don't know. I have plugged it in, and I was quite pleasantly surprised of how nice it sounded, to be fair. I mean, it's £100 guitar. But okay, so the next port of call is to rip it apart. Basically, I'm going to rip it apart. I'm going to take a look at what's underneath, what's in the back, and do a full shaboodle of a bit of a strip down and make good kind of video. But yeah, it's a bolt on. That doesn't mean fuck all, because straps are bolt ons. So up the internet. But yeah, so I am gonna strip it down and see if we can make good of it, and then we'll plug it in properly. Play along with a bit of backing, and then have a good look at what it's like before we hoof the fuck on to its next owner. Okay, right. Be back in a bit.